Hey, nerds. We understand you. Drop those controllers. Lose the wizard hat. And ready your Cheetos. It's time for some hard-hitting talk about the movies, books, and games you love. So get ready, oh searcher of useless knowledge. It's time to step into the Geek Cave. Now, broadcasting from a top secret and totally awesome hidden base, I'm Ken Harris, and here's Darren Wright, Justin White, and Chad Savage.
It's the first time. No, it's not. It's Geek Cave Podcast Comics. I'm Darren.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Chad.
To quote the man falling off a cliff, no! Welcome to comics.
You forgot the little asterisk that goes at the end of the O.
How's everybody doing?
This is episode 190, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're 10 away from 200. That's crazy.
I feel so old.
You are. Go with that feeling.
And that's not even counting the Watch What's and the Week 3s and all that. We're like well over
the Watch
500.
What's and the Week 3s are still young, okay?
Okay, I'm just throwing general big picture here. Like we've put out a lot of artisanally created content picked fresh from the fields every week for these people.
Mm-hmm. The sweetest smelling listeners in podcast world.
I mean, we sort through a lot of the stuff. We rinse it real good. We get it on there. Podbean throws a fit because we rinsed it and it got wet, and that doesn't play well. But it gets up there every week.
I just want gloves.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in episode 201.
Is this because I took such a long vacation?
A little bit.
This
yes.
is my pen. Yeah,
it's part of it. Yeah.
Anyway, Darren.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I have sponsor copy for this. This review brought to you by Satellite Snacks. Enjoy the Cosmic Crunch, Solar Sour, and Planetary Punch today.
Be gentle.
Be gentle.
Be gentle.
Be gentle.
It's Darren's first time. I told you be gentle.
Today we're looking at, oh, by the way, welcome to Darren's First Time, where I take a look at a random-ass comic and ask myself, are they booty? And today...
Oh, hold on. I need to...
I'm with Chad, yeah.
One more time, please.
Are they booty?
Are they booty?
Right.
You may proceed.
All right. Well, I was doing the cereal thing. That reminded me of... there was a tag team in WWE called New Day who had their own fake brand of cereal, Booty-O's, where if you eat them, they make sure you ain't booty. And so, there you go. Anyway,
Okay.
We're not booty today, but we are looking at Satellite Sam, a creator-owned series by writer Matt Fraction of Hawkeye fame and a few other things.
Okay.
And artist Howard Chaykin. This was distributed by Image Comics. Picture it. It's a murder mystery meets criticism of 50s sci-fi kids TV shows, also dealing with the politics of the time, alcoholism, and other forms of debauchery.
Sicily, 1952.
Yeah, I knew someone was gonna. So we start off in a TV studio, Manhattan, 1950. We start off in a TV studio control room. The latest episode of Satellite Sam is in progress. The problem is nobody can find the guy who plays Satellite Sam, which is kind of important. He's the star. This is like a Buck Rogers kind of character, except in space. Wait, was Buck Rogers in space?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. So it's like Buck Rogers, but in space.
It's Roy Rogers that
Roy
wasn't
Rogers in space.
Although I would watch Roy Rogers in space.
It's Red Ryder in space.
It's a very short one because they didn't have the masks yet. So
He's just out the fishbowl.
And really everyone's upset because it's the horse that really suffers.
But anyway,
here's the thing. We can put a helmet on Trigger, but not you, Roy.
It's one or the other, buddy.
The actor Carlisle White is the man.
No relation.
That they're looking for, and his co-workers are all just barely hiding their disdain. I got the joke. I'm just trying to power through here. This was not a good book. But the coworkers were just hiding their disdain barely as an assistant tried to track Carlisle down. She finds him all right. Dead in a flophouse apartment, surrounded by photography equipment, lingerie everywhere, pictures of lingerie-clad women in provocative positions, which for the 50s means, leaning back a little bit.
Is this based on the real-life murder of Bob Crane?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I was trying to pull the name out. Yeah.
I'm not sure. But anyway, the TV show is live, as they often were back in the day, and someone has to step in because the cameras are rolling. So they get Carlisle's son, Mike, who works in a behind-the-scenes capacity as a producer for the show and honestly resembles a slightly overweight, perpetually pissed-off Clark Kent. He's thrust onto the stage with a bullshit line about how Sam found the Fountain of Youth, and that's why he looks so different now. The episode comes to an end. With the show over, police find Mike. They take him to his dad's apartment. He looks over his father's belongings. Not sure what to make of everything, especially with, all the lingerie and photography and stuff strewn about. But it seems like Carlisle didn't die of too much excitement in his photography side gig. See, it turns out he might have been murdered, but the police are still saying it's due to natural causes. There's also a subplot involving some TV executives negotiating for nationwide broadcasting rights, but it didn't really seem to fit into this story, and I didn't give a shit, so we're moving on. That's it. That's the first issue. That's all you're getting. It's a slow-burning, long-term story, and there's even this... Well, no, there is slow burning, and then there's this, which is like a crock pot set on low that you got to leave on for like 8 to 10 hours. But nothing really got going because you forgot to plug it in. That the murder angle doesn't even start to develop until the next couple of issues. I looked ahead to see if I was missing something, then I went back to see if I did miss something. I did not. Practically nothing happens in issue 1 other than like, hey, guy's dead, and now you're the new Satellite Sam. Or Satellite Sam! I believe it's how it's actually done. It's also all in black and white, which is not a deal breaker, but the art is so sketchy, and I don't mean like shady, but like literally it looked like it's been sketched on, that it's really hard to tell who the fuck is who at times. So, if you're interested, you can read the first issue of Satellite Sam for free on the Image Comics website right now. You can also get all of the trades on Hoopla. It ran for a total of 15 issues. As for me, Satellite Sam didn't reach orbit. In the vein of this segment, he barely got to second base, and that was for curiosity's sake alone.
The condoms were ribbed for her pleasure, so Darren put it on inside out.
It was one of those where the numbing agent was applied, but it didn't kick in until way too late.
Definite parallels to the Bob Crane.
Interesting.
So he was the main character on Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, didn't know that.
Who had an active and kinky, sex life, and was found mysteriously bludgeoned to death in a hotel, presumably by the camera equipment that...
Wow.
He was using.
Crazy. Well, kids, asked your parents about this one.
And it happened literal decades ago. At this point, old news.
It's touche.
I mean, it's new to Darren, but old to the rest of the world. I do like the description of a slightly overweight and perpetually grumpy Clark Kent.
That's what it looked like.
That was me in college.
Okay.
Now I'm excessively overweight and perpetually grumpy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for your sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, not too bad now that I'm with you guys.
Yay.
I'm going to say I've been, reading some Fantastic Four. We're about midway through the year. I don't know how many more I'm going to get myself through. They're just not quite grabbing me.
It's not. It's an acquired taste for some.
They're good, but they're not great.
That's kind of been my problem with the
No,
FF.
they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Sure. Say that again.
Say that one more time.
I mean, it's right there in the title.
For the 3 people who saw Fan 4 Stick, you got the joke. Anyway.
So, I guess in my reading, though, something came up, and I've got a stupid question.
Oh, Chad, there are no stupid questions.
And now it's time for Chad Savage's Stupid Question.
See, he says that.
He says
it. But
I'm
the segment
contractually obligated to say that.
has no one heard the intro piece for... go ahead.
Can Johnny Storm get a sunburn?
I mean...
I think I know the answer to this, but I want to see what Justin does.
He's going to fumble about and then thank me for the question.
Okay, let's see. Let's wait. Let's watch.
Science is a
Industry. Men turning things.
is a many splendored and sometimes indescribable thing. At one point, science was considered magic. So just because we don't understand something doesn't mean it doesn't have an explanation.
Oh, that'll preach.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your question.
As far as I can remember, no.
He just gets pastier and pastier as the series goes on, because that would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
It's just over time, the melanin in his skin just
Now,
slowly dies out.
The funny thing is...
He's the kid from Powder by the end.
Iceman can get a sunburn, which is even funnier.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
gotta
but
be
does it
active-
feel better? Does it feel better when he turns into his ice form?
Yeah, I don't know,
Or-
but like he's got to be actively using that ability to super chill moisture in order to like not burn, but he can. So there you go.
Okay. Well, again, thank you, Chad.
Sure thing.
Has anybody read anything else?
Oh, I've read a couple things.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, mainly to get Satellite Sam out of my mind.
You get palate cleanser.
So, first of all, shout out to Graham Cracker Comics in Chicago, where they sent me JLA Avengers #1 of the reprint that's going around.
Yay!
And so, yeah, if you missed it the first couple times, because it came out like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and then it got a really limited reprint a few years ago. They were raising money for George Perez before he passed away for his medical bills. And the fact that they made it a limited edition reprint still boggles my mind because, come on, you could have raised a lot more money.
Yeah.
But no, I guess. But anyway, it's out again because DC and Marvel are working together again because Marvel's like, holy crap, we need a win, guys. Absolute Batman has taken 8 of the top 10 spots.
Wow.
We need a win. And so, yeah, if you're not familiar with the storyline, basically, you've got Krona, who is the guy who's blamed for the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths. He was a predecessor to the Green Lantern Guardians. He tried to look back in time to see when the universe started, saw a giant hand doing shit. That messed him up. Paradox. Him and a character whose name completely avoids me. It's like the Marvel equivalent, basically. He's a big blue-skinned guy. They launch what is essentially a competition as to which of these universes is the most important. Now with Krona, he's gonna destroy everything. Like no matter who wins, he's just gonna do it because that's kind of his deal right now. So both the DC's Justice League and the Avengers are told separately that you need to find these items of power. There's 12 of them, 6 for each universe, like the Infinity Stones, Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern to be precise, and a few others, the Casket of Winters, this, that, and the other, whatever. But things all start going wild when Starro shows up in the Avengers world, and they barely survive Starro. I mean, Starro ruins almost everyone's day, except for...
That's what Starro does.
Yeah, but and for those who aren't aware, go see the James Gunn Suicide Squad film, or just think giant starfish that latches onto your face like an alien facehugger and controls you via mob mentality, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Starro the Conqueror. Well, it's a two-way street, it turns out. When that thing is attached to you, like, it sees what you see, but you also see what it sees, and you can, kind of communicate in the subconscious level. So they get the bright idea after the Avengers are falling one by one, including She-Hulk. She-Hulk with a Starro on? That's a bad day. They decide, here's what we do. We strap one of these to the Scarlet Witch. Whose entire power is chaos, because Starro is all about order and unity and all that stuff. Wanda Maximoff is still, at this point in the comics, a mutant. So it's not that she can consciously use chaos magic. She just can. She's never had to learn how. It's just part of her. They strap one of those to her, and Starro runs off into space, screaming at the top of its whatever, because it can't comprehend chaos magic. So the day is saved, but then the Avengers are like, how the hell did this get here? And Iron Man decides to check out its what is the dimensional vibrations, I believe, and they find out, it's from Earth, just from a different Earth. So we got to figure out where this thing came from, so we can prevent something like this from happening again. Meanwhile, the Justice League has dealt with their own series of, Marvel-induced bullshit, more or less, and before long, the two teams encounter each other, and they are instantly suspicious of each other, because, of course, they are. For the Justice League, they end up on Marvel's Earth, and, Flash is almost beaten to death by an anti-mutant mob. Flash doesn't have access to the Speed Force on this Earth.
Okay.
He tries to save a mutant kid from being beat up by the mob, and he can't get away. And they're like, well, he must be a mutant too, and so they almost kill him. And so, the Justice League are just appalled at all of this.
Can Superman use his powers?
He can.
Because they have a yellow
sun. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wonder Woman's still good too. Yeah. It seemed like Flash was the only one affected.
Everywhere.
Batman's Batman everywhere.
It wouldn't have the money, though. No generational wealth.
He's got what's on his belt.
I was going to say,
He came in with the
his
belt.
wonderful toys have a shelf life.
Yes. So meanwhile, the Justice League are not having a great time. They end up finding Reed Richards' ultimate nullifier, the thing that scared Galactus off, because that's one of the 12 items. The Avengers find them. They fight a little bit. Justice League get away back to their own world, and the Avengers are like, well, shit, now we got to follow them because they've got something that can destroy all of reality, and they probably don't know what it is. The Avengers get to Earth, and they find that, wait a minute, the people here love their heroes? They actually like them? Huh! So there's a bit of culture shock, and the stage is set for them to continue fighting amongst themselves until probably halfway through the story arc, they'll decide, wait a minute, we're being played, and then we're eventually going to get to JLA Avengers 4, where Superman wields Captain America's shield and Thor's hammer, and is an amazing sight.
I've seen that image. It is something to behold.
So JLA Avengers number 1, B+. There's room for improvement, but so far, good start. I also read...
Was this the 80s or the 90s?
Early 2000s, because you got Kyle Rayner as the Green Lantern,
right.
but it's after Superman has done the whole stupid red, blue, and mullet thing.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's firmly in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Aquaman's got a hook hand, all that stuff.
As you do. Yeah.
But I also read Batman Dark Patterns. Are you familiar with this one?
I am not.
So this takes place about year 3 into Batman's... It's kind of like everything is around year 3 for Batman for some reason, whenever they do hey, let's look back when he was still new at this. And at first, it's like an anthology series, 12 issues. At first, it seems like there's no real connection between them. I mean, Batman takes down a series of threats until he starts to piece together, there's a fire every night for some reason in Gotham City. That can't possibly be just random. And ends up finding there's this new villain who's inspired by Firefly, who's been trying to get Gotham back to when it was pure, and that means burn it down, more or less. Great Gotham fire, that kind of thing.
Makes sense to me.
Makes sense, yeah. I mean, we've got a woman who went a little crazy in her tenement apartment and became the new ventriloquist for a bit. We've got an apartment complex that seems to be haunted. So on and so forth. And meanwhile, Batman's dealing with this new coroner at the GCPD who seems to be a little too into his work. Mm-hmm. A little too much. Almost as if he thinks the bodies can talk to him. Good, healthy relationship, that one. He's our red herring. He's not the actual main threat, but he is implied to be the main threat. I won't spoil it because I like the twist, and I do think you should read it. I would give it an A- because I thought the twist was very well done. I thought that in the grand scheme of things, it was a book worth reading. It took a while for me to really kind of get into it because the story has a slow pace about it. But yeah, about halfway through, it really kind of kicks into high gear, and then you're like, well, who the hell is setting all these fires? So yeah, Batman Dark Patterns is also very good.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
And well, I guess unless if there's anything else, any other reviews, comments, questions.
So I forgot about something else that I read.
Oh yeah,
but I didn't write down the review, so we'll make it short so I don't ramble.
Fair
It's
enough.
a 3-book series called The Nameless City, 1, 2, and 3 by Faith Erin Hicks, and they're geared toward like age 10 to age 14. Mm-hmm. A city that is like a major trade hub has been conquered by the surrounding lands so many times that it no longer remembers what its name is because the conquerors always rename it in their image, kind of thing. A kid who is a member of the current occupying nation, but who is not part of that, meets somebody who's from there, kind of thing. And they have adventures and try to do stuff, right? If you liked the original series Avatar, The Last Airbender, the cartoon stuff.
Yeah.
Similar kind of world building. Like there's not magic, it's a very realism-based kind of thing. But really well-written characters and it's a simple arc, but a really well-done one.
Okay.
And so it's like good A- material, especially if you're in your early teens.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Before we move on, I did want to give a shout-out to our Extra Life campaign. Because we have another prize to tell people about.
Oh,
yeah.
Do tell.
Beyond the little handheld Nintendo thing?
Yeah. We do, actually. We've got 2. Let me just pull up my notes as I vamp a little bit. But if you're not familiar with Extra Life, every year we play video games for 24 hours in a 2-day effort because we're getting older. And we raise money for Children's Medical Network hospitals. You can find out more at geekcavepodcast.com. Where you can find our donation page. But yeah, we had previously announced if you donate any dollar amount, you are in the drawing for these prizes, by the way. So for our gaming segment, an Anbernic RG35XX Pro handheld gaming system. Basically, it looks like a Game Boy Advance that's been really souped up. Mm-hmm. And it's preloaded with a bunch of classic games. Back to that artisanally selected stuff. I personally went through and made sure you got a good selection there.
And personal fingerprints from at least 2 of the 3 of us.
Mm-hmm. And
maybe all 3 before Extra Life.
Maybe all 3, yeah. And thanks to In-Stock Trades, we have a DC Compact Comics 3-pack. So this includes Green Lantern Far Sector.
Okay.
This includes Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
And Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Nice.
And so those 3 books will go to one winner. And we'll be doing those drawings during Extra Life Geek Cave Live, which will be around Halloween weekend. We'll have full details and times and all that to come.
Awesome. Sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good time.
All right. Anything else?
I'm done.
Nope. Thank you.
All right. Then without further ado, Kent.
The first time was good. The second time, even better. Maybe. turn the clock back as Justin takes a second look.
So this month, we're looking back at The Nice House by the Lake.
Oh, okay.
I think I reviewed this a while back. It started in 2021. It's gone for about 20 issues now. They've made a sequel series, The Nice House by the Sea, I believe its name is. But the enigmatic Walter invites 10 of his close friends and acquaintances to spend a week at a very opulent lake house, initially believed to be in Wisconsin. They never really quite say, at least not in the first issue. On the group's first night at the house, they discover, to their horror, that the world is ending. Like, everything is just gone down the drain. Walter then reveals that he is part of an alien species who intended to destroy the Earth and study the 10 humans inside the house. He explains to the terrified group that they can live in the house without want forever, but they can never leave. As time passes, the group discovers that not only will everything they request be delivered to them, but they can no longer die or be injured. So I only reread the first issue rather than the entire first book because I was on limited time. But it starts off very interesting. You start off with this post-apocalyptic scene with the main character of that issue kind of saying, well, let me tell you how I got here. And then,
that's me.
Yep. And then flashback to when they arrive at the house and kind of how they knew Walter and all that stuff. And the subsequent issues of the first series deals with each of the 10 people in their own terms, their own right. It is a very interesting take on, for lack of a better term, alien abduction, because they've essentially been kidnapped by this alien who's their friend, air quotes. But yeah, the artwork is good, but different from what most comics are. So it's got that going for it. So yeah, I'd say give it a look.
All right.
First issue at least holds up.
I remember that coming through when I was working for in-stock trades for a little while, and I never opened the issues, but it always kind of gave me a creepy vibe just by the covers.
Well, yeah, the collected edition of the first 10 issues has you see the house by the lake in the background, and the main character of the first issue kind of popping her head up out of the lake, and the lake is full of bones. It's meant to give that creepy vibe, which is why I picked it up.
Of course.
I love creepy and scary things, but I guarantee I would be the first one to die in a horror movie. Although I am white, but I'm not so white to go, hey, let's check out that creepy noise in the basement. No.
All I can think of is the original Scary Movie where the girl is running and there's two signs. One is to safety and the other is certain doom. And she, of course, that's one of my favorite bits.
Chef's kiss.
My favorite bit from that movie is when another girl is running up the stairs away from the killer and starts sending various things down, including her grandma and a piano.
Yeah, I love the Looney Tunes bull crap that happens in that movie.
So, anyway, be sure to check out our other shows, the gaming segment tomorrow, the movie segment the day after that. There's also You Want Me to Watch What? The second and fourth weeks of the month, and the Week 3 podcast. Not sure when that comes out. There's also some fun stuff on our YouTube page, and be sure to check us out on social media. All the links, including how to donate for Extra Life, can be found at geekcavepodcast.com. And now, here is your out-of-context comic panel. We see J. Jonah Jameson musing about how if Ant-Man can talk to ants, I wonder if Spider-Man can talk to spiders. He then sees a spider and goes, "Who are you? Did Spider-Man send you? Well, don't just hang there. Send me the message!" For Kent, our Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. For Darren, our Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. For Chad, our Tom Holland Spider-Man. I'm Justin, the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. You know, that one live-action show from the 70s that no one remembers. This has been The Wonderful World of Comics, and remember, everyone's a geek for something.